Hey guys, welcome to a recap of Big Brother Season 25, Episode 11. And I'm gonna call this one, man, when the power gets into the house guest head, the delulu. The delusion. Oh my god. Oh my god. But first, okay. Let's set us up. Our last head of HOH was Valicia. She did that. I liked her in that moment. She was cute, she was sweet, but she was still vicious and calling out the shots, okay? The power didn't get too much into her head, but we could see how it could have, okay? So, from what I've been seeing in this episode, everyone has an alliance with everybody. There is this Legend 25. There is another alliance with a whole bunch of the same, pretty much the same old people. Just switch around two or three people. Pretty much everyone has some sort of alliance. No one is left out. But, it always seems to be a combination of Alicia, Siri, and Izzy, which is good for their game because it's good to be in kind of everybody's alliance, but make sure you have your core. And it seems like these three are a core, okay? And they are kind of sad that the reign of Alicia is over. But this week, Izzy particularly really wants to be head of HOH. And I think Siri didn't mind wanting to be HOH because she really did participate in the challenge. Now, in this competition that we have, it's an iconic Big Brother competition in which the house guests have to hold down a button while they face so many challenges, from it being on their own, being able to stand and hold the button, or flies biting at you. And I'm like, I would not want to do this challenge because this challenge takes a lot of time and it requires a lot of patience. I just don't know how these house guests do it. I would think that one of them would have to go because of the bathroom. Like, do they end up going on each other? Like, to stay in that room for 13 hours with no understanding how much time has passed by in the dark, that is torturous. That is torturous. But some of the house guests, they were really not interested in winning, particularly Matt. Matt tried to make it believable, but was eliminated. Siri was eliminated amongst with her son Jared early on. Izzy was eliminated by, goofing off and fooling around. But when we get to the bottom of it, we gonna have our head to head, Cameron and America. These two were the ones to really hang in there and, last out all the other house guests. Some of the house guests did win a prize or two. Some of them received punishment. But before we get into talking about America and Cameron, I was so happy to find out that we have another showmance going on, and that is with America and Corey. Now, I didn't see this happening. I kind of thought maybe America and Matt would be a thing, but I guess not. I think we're going to have now America and Corey. So, we see these two prior to the challenge. They were talking and chatting on the hammock, having a good little flirt moment. But, Corey is not a good flirt, but Miss America loves. At least she's so into Corey, and I'm like so smitten by these two, and these two like flirting with each other. It sounds like little kids flirting, and it's like too cute. And I think they had their official first date, but Corey hasn't made any, moves on Miss America. Now, back to the challenge at hand. Now, it came down to Cameron and America, and everyone in the house pretty much didn't want Cameron or Red to win. They feel like those two, they could go either way. They're not really predictable. Now, were they rooting for America? Sure. I mean, better than Cameron winning. America is in an alliance with a lot of people in the house, and they would feel a little bit much more safer, having America have control rather than Cameron, particularly Valicia, because Valicia feels a little bit at risk because she did put up Cameron as a pawn. Okay, so that is an issue for Valicia. And with some of the other people who were in the handfuls, they didn't really view Cameron as a teammate. They were okay with him just being a pawn. So when it gets down to these two, Cameron comes up with the idea to tell America, like, hey, you want to keep your hands dirt free, okay? Let me do the heavy lifting, hard work. I have to call out these names, and you don't have to get yourself into the mess. Now, this is tempting to America because they have already been in the room for over 12 hours. And, they want this to be done and over with, okay? Now, she is considering this deal heavily, but she does recall what happened to Kaser in previous Big Brother history, where Kaser made a deal and was eliminated that same round, okay? So she is mindful for that, but in talking to Cameron, the deal sounds way too sweet. But to sweeten the deal even better, she tells Cameron that she wants her and Corey to guarantee to be safe. He accepts and agrees, and I'm like, oh, she's saving her man. She's saving her man. I think that is too cute, way too cute. So, fortunately for her, Cameron, he says, okay, I will cut this deal with you. So it's good right now, okay? So that is done and over with. So now we're wondering, as viewers, who is Cameron going to select? I, you know, I am not shocked with who he's choosing to put up for nomination for eviction. But it's so crazy how he's going about it, because he is saying to those people, to Jag and Blue, he nominates Jag and Blue up for eviction, and he says to them that the reason why they are nominated is pretty much that is the consensus of the house. And I'm like, when? I don't see it. How did he even manage to say that to them and think that would slide? So of course, Blue is not buying it. She's like, yeah, sure. She sees right through the whole situation. Jag, he's just ready to win another veto. Jag is like, okay, I'm here in this position again. Now Jag is here to win a veto competition. He is ready to compete. So with that being said, I just want to know, okay, what's gonna be the twist if one of these two pull themselves out and we have to put in another person? Now, Cameron is thinking that, Izzy don't look too friendly for him. So he's thinking to put up Izzy, which would be such a shock. And I know Izzy would be so gagged of that. And she knows she doesn't like Cameron because Cameron's not like, they don't work together. But oh my God, I already know that Izzy's gonna be super upset if she gets into that hot seat in the eviction, if they did a switch around with her. But who knows? I feel like, Cameron, this power is getting to your head, and I feel like next time around, they're not going to just use you as a little pawn. You got to be careful when you're the head of HOH. You're making a lot of tough calls. I don't know what his thinking is, because I thought these two were part of his alliance, but now he's more aligned with Red, supposedly Valicia, um, Siri, and those who are part of the Legend 25. But we're going to see how these alliances are going to play out. This is not going to go down well. And for some reason, every time we get to this point, I'm super excited for the veto competition. And I hope we see some moves being played, but I do not feel like Cameron's gonna last long, and in which this will set off Red. I feel like this is gonna set off Red so much that it's gonna create a problem for the house. So, oh my gosh, there's a lot to look forward to. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what the veto competition is gonna be, because, you know, I'm always shocked with what the competition is for veto, because you would think it would be something so simple, so straightforward, but I'm like, how the hell do they even manage? So I can't wait, and I want to know what you guys think. How is Cameron being as head of a household to you? Do you think he's doing a good job? I don't think so. So guys, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of this episode. I'm just ready for big moves to happen and for alliances to really go at it, okay? I feel like I want to say this. I do feel like Izzy, Valisha, and Siri have the strongest bond, tight bond with each other. And I'll be so shocked if Izzy flips and try to strike a deal to keep herself safe into this game. So we'll keep an eye out on that. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate every one of you for taking the time to listen to these recaps. We do what we do over here. We do the best we can. So I'll see you guys later. And of course, share as much kindness as possible. Love you guys and stay safe.